All right, so just got done sleeping, not really, or waking up. We're leaving my Airbnb here in Gatlinburg or Saryville. Today I'm heading to the Abrams Falls. It's about an hour east of here. And there's a place called Cape Coves, which is apparently really nice. So we're gonna check that out, weather permit. Just kidding, I'm gonna go anyway. All right, let's do it. Looks like we encountered a bear. That little black thing over there, maybe a little bit hard to see, but all the hubbub is causing a roadblock on a small road to the trailhead, and now we are at a dead stop. All right, now we got the park ranger coming out, putting out some cones, blocking off the access to the bears. He's talking to this fine young man who's getting kind of close to the bear with his camera. Just having a little talk. You know that phrase rubbernecking, where people, pull over to the side of the road or drive slower when there's like an accident or something? Well, I think there needs to be another term, rubber sightseeing, rubber bear, because these guys are rubbering it up to their heart's content, and it's making it very difficult to get to this trail. Alright, I think we finally almost made it to the trail. The entire way to get here was only one way, so I have no idea how I'm getting out of here, but we'll cross that bridge when it comes. And here we are at the Cades Cove, which has the Abrams waterfall. Apparently there's dangerous water currents and bears, so gonna look out for that. So we got the Rabbit Creek or the Abrams Falls. Today we're going to Abrams Falls. Moderately difficult. We'll see about that. Anyone know? Was it you?
Right, and it's built for that.
Yeah.
As compared to if it's straight.
Oops. All right, so far I'm liking this trail a lot. It's nice and flat, more or less, so far. Also, the weather has decided to be kind for a day. Some of the other hikes, it's getting very cold, but today it's around like 70 degrees. So of course I decided to wear jeans, which was completely unnecessary because now it's getting a little bit hotter than I would have anticipated. But so is the hiking life without proper hiking gear or planning. You know, it's crazy how these wooden staircases just, randomly materialized. Like, what are the odds that some of these tree branches would fall just like that with a decent design and symmetry? It's really the true beauty of Mother Nature. So a little known story about this Abrams Trail is one Paul Revere once came riding through. He said, "The British are coming, the British are coming." Of course, he was in the wrong place. He wasn't in Massachusetts, he was in Tennessee. And his cries warning about the invasion fell on deaf ears. Beyond a couple of bears and squirrels that were around, mostly no one heard him. Unfortunately, back then, no one really had camera phones or anything, so no one could really catch the fail on camera to make it go viral or anything. But it's just a piece of oral history that'll have to continue living on through generations of storytellers. So here we are at Abrams Falls. This is roughly where Paul Revere was. Up there, he was just on the edge of the waterfall. No reason really in particular. He just liked to play it on the wild side. Here I am sitting on this log. It happens to be right in front of the waterfall. It's very comfortable, but it is shaking under me. And it feels like it might break, which wouldn't be great. So I'm gonna cut this one short and not fall in. Peace. So there was some crucial details that I left out of that Paul Revere story, namely that some of the squirrels and bears were actually from Britain. They had been in Tennessee for a while, and they heard Paul Revere going through. Instead of saying, the British are coming, they were saying like, Paul Revere, Paul Revere. And it wasn't long until essentially every single animal had heard about Paul Revere coming, because as it would turn out, most of the animals here in the US are actually from Britain. So one animal talked to the next, until eventually the word spread to the fish, and the fish swam over the pond. Eventually the Queen got a message, Paul Revere. And we almost lost the entire war because of that. So it was just really close, and you know, without a hard-fought win by George W. Washington, you know, who knows what would have happened. Okay, so this is actually a seemingly a side path away from the main Abrams Falls. I'm expecting there to be a "Don't go any further" sign coming up. If not, I think I'm gonna turn around relatively soon. But don't worry, this is actually a straightforward path with signage, so I cannot get lost this time. Okay, y'all, I'm lost. No, I'm just kidding. Don't even get me started on the Queen's reaction. She was pissed. As soon as she found out Paul Revere, she started writing a blog post immediately on why ketchup is not considered a fruit. She also threw a tea party and didn't even invite little Susie. And you know what? Then little Susie got pissed. And she started to write a blog post too on how unaccepting parents can be in classical tradition. The whole thing was just a freaking mess. All right, y'all, new rule. No more commenting on how relaxing or non-difficult the trail is in the first 10 minutes of the trail. Starting today, April 28th, 4:44 p.m. We're done with that, all right? We're done with that now. So anyway, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, Paul Revere. So he was stuck in the Smoky Mountain National Park here on one of the trails, and he was just thinking to himself, how am I going to get back to warn the troops that the British are coming? So thinking on his feet, he quickly ran to the nearest payphone in the forest, and he called an Uber. And one of the Ubers came, a couple other passengers were in it, but they were able to fit Paul Revere's horse in the trunk, and they had themselves a little road trip over to Massachusetts, and they were able to deliver all of the information in time, and frankly, it's happy ever after. What's not really as known is what happened to the three other passengers, the driver and the two other passengers. I think they were also considered American heroes at one point, but there happened to be a statue of Paul Revere, so his story gets shared more frequently than the others. But you know, I just wanted to give them a shout out. You know, some heroes don't wear capes. Some of them drive Ubers across country to warn that the British are coming. So my salute to those heroes, unnamed. Paul Revere. The British are coming. Paul Revere. The British are coming. Alright, y'all. I need a break. For water, that is. All right, y'all, well, that wraps up hike number 6, Abrams Falls. Very nice, beautiful day out. 5:35. Now I have to figure out how to get back to Saryville on this one-way road that was super congested on the way here. So I'm gonna go figure that out. All right, looking like we got another one-way bonanza. I hope I don't get a speeding ticket.